Hi, I'm Nat. I'm a campaigns manager here in the 38 Degrees office team. We've learnt a lot about how to write a good email over the years at 38 Degrees, and I wanted to share some of the top tips about what makes an email go from good to great. First, the most important thing to decide when writing your email is what's the point of it? Why are you sending this email? What's the one thing you want people to do? Once you have the purpose of your email clear in your mind, it'll be much easier to sit down and write it. Some of the most common emails that members send out through Campaigns by You are usually one of the following. Firstly, asking their supporters to spread the word about the campaign by sharing it on social media or emailing their friends. Secondly, an invite to come along to an event you've organised, or perhaps a petition hand-in to deliver it to a decision maker. Asking your supporters to write directly to a decision maker, like a local councillor or to the local newspaper. And finally, updating supporters when you've won the campaign. They're my favourite emails to write, to let everyone know that the campaign worked and that together you've made the world a little bit better. The first couple of emails that campaigners usually send through the Campaigns by You platform are emails asking people to spread the word about their campaign and get the ball rolling. The more people who sign the petition, the more powerful it is. So asking people to share your campaign through social media or by emailing their friends is a really important step. Now you've decided on the type of email you're sending, here are some of the things I think about when I sit down to write to 38 Degrees members. First of all, I like to be clear about the one thing I'm asking people to do. Once I've decided on the one action, I find it makes it much easier to write the email. It's only important to ask people to do one thing per email because it means many more people will take the action. Even though you might be tempted to ask people to spread the word, write to their councillors and attend an event all in one email, it will become too much for your supporters. People power has much more impact when lots of us take the same action all at one time. Secondly, I ask myself the question, why is now better than later? Why am I sending this email today instead of next week? This helps people understand why they should take the action straight away, whether that's sharing the petition on their Facebook page or registering to come along to a public meeting. Another really important factor in a great email is keeping the words short and to the point. I like to imagine I'm writing an email to my best friend or my sister, someone who might not know as much about the campaign as I do. It helps me to keep the language simple and explain what people need to do. It's important to make sure you don't go into too much detail and keep it focused on the action you'd like your petition signers to do next. There are a couple of things to avoid when writing an email. Mistakes that tend to leave less people reading your emails and staying engaged in your campaign. Firstly, try not to get weighed down in the facts and figures. The people you're emailing have already signed your petition, so they're likely to agree with you and be looking for ways to help win the campaign. Don't get swamped with too much information. Keep your email to 4 or 5 short paragraphs maximum, not 4 or 5 pages. A lot of people read emails on their mobile phones now, so imagine how long you'd have to scroll to read an overly lengthy email. And remember, don't use too much formatting. You only want to bold 2 or 3 sentences at the most. Bolding the most important sentences makes it easier to scan the email, but if you bold or underline more than this, you'll end up undoing all your good work and people won't be able to quickly read the most important parts of the email. So to recap, decide what the purpose of your email is. Remember to only ask your supporters to do one thing at a time. Always ask yourself, why am I sending this email today? And lastly, keep it simple. Not everyone knows as much about the campaign as you, and that's okay. The easier you explain what you'd like people to do, the more chance they'll do it. I hope this gives you a few ideas when you're writing your next email. Thanks for watching!